What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at the WWE's Elite Series 86 Triple H with his SummerSlam attire. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. So this is, you got the typical basic Elite window box. We got the picture of Triple H right here. We got the SummerSlam logo with the certified authentic right here. On the side, we have the artwork of Triple H. On the back, we have his name, where he's from, his weight, height, his career highlights, 14-time world champion, intercontinental champion, and WWE Tag Team champion, and also leader of DX. Claimed the intercontinental champion from the leader of the nation, The Rock, in a ladder match in SummerSlam of 1998, which that was an extremely great match. So you have the rest of the figures that comes with the Elite 86, we got Bray Wyatt, we have, of course, Triple H, The Miz, Carmella, Seth Rollins, and Sid Justice. Now on the other side, we have the same as right here of him over the ropes yelling to the crowd. And we have the Elite Collection right here at the bottom. So I'm really excited to be able to get into this figure. So let's go ahead and open it and get into it and take a closer look at the figure and its accessories. Okay, so now we have him out of the box, and we have all of his accessories down here. So first up, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories before looking at the figure. So first up, we have the D-Generation X t-shirt. This is the cloth t-shirt, not the rubber shirt. So, and then you have the Velcro along the back right here to be able to put it on. And then it comes with his water bottle, because this is around the time he started, using with the water spit and stuff like that for his entrance. And then you have two extra hands, for one for the water bottle, also for a mic holding hand. So that's the only accessories that come with it. It's pretty much all he needs. That's perfect. I am loving these entire trunks though. These trunks are amazing. Just the look of them, the Triple H right here with the fire and stuff, just the way the H's look, everything about these look amazing. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the head sculpt. They did my boy wrong with that nose. Like, that thing is just excessively overly large. Like, that is just one massive honker. I mean, Triple H, he got a big nose, but that's just over the top ridiculous. Also, issue I had after I took him out, I kind of tried putting him in to do his DX cross chop, but the problem is that's about as good as he can go. Basically, it looks like someone saw him naked and he's trying to hide himself. Like, he can't do his cross chop. He's a little too stiff. They made his biceps too big. It's too hard to cross over. That is one downside, but what can you do? But like I said, I am loving the paint job on these pants. The tights. They look amazing. They look good. I see no issues, no smudge. A little bit of a smudge here on this one, but other than that, these look great. The boots look good. The paint job on the boots look good. This is actually a well-painted figure. I am really liking that. The hair looks amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the face sculpt. But like I said, other than that massive nose, this looks identical to him. Like, this is an amazing scan. They did a great job for a retro-looking figure. Like, just the scan of his face, everything about it just looks really good detail. So the biceps, again, a little too big, especially for that time era. His arms weren't that big. It wasn't until he got hurt and he came back when he became the Game, Triple H. When he was just, DX Triple H, he was a little bit more slimmed down. He wasn't as buff as he was when he got injured and he came back as, the King of Kings, the Game, stuff like that in like the late 2000s. That's when he had like these massive biceps and stuff. But before that, he was pretty slimmed down. So I feel like these biceps don't fit the character then quite well. Other than that, like right here looks good. Right here, the wings. those also don't fit. I feel like this is the wrong size of a body. Like he was more, you know, like I said, more of a slimmer cut look, not as buff as he is right now. This is more fits his like late 2000s body when he returned after being injured when he tore out his knees. So now let's move on to articulation. So first we got the head articulation. Not much of a turn because of the hair. Up and down movement, no side to side really. You got full elbow rotation, or not elbow, I'm sorry. What is this? Shoulder, there we go. We got full shoulder rotation. You got the bicep rotation. You have the arms. Now, they were supposed to be double jointed. I don't know why they are, but the elbows are not double jointed. It is the single joint elbow. So there's not much range of motion in the elbows. Then you have the wrist articulation. You do have the ab crunch, which it's hard to put it one spot. It's snapped there, snapped back. So there's no smooth movement. It's just popping from one place to another. You got the whole entire hip rotation all the way around. He can do almost the full splits. So we got 2 ball joints in there for the inner thighs. You've got the the thigh swivel. We have the double jointed knees, which it's hard to see with his knee pads on. The knee pads I am loving. I love the fact that the knee pads are not sculpted on, that they can move. So it gives it that more realistic look. So we do have a swivel right above the boot. I like that the boot swivels, so you can turn his foot a little bit more for posing and stuff. There is movement in the ankle, up, down. No side to side though, it's just up and down. This one does not move very well. It is extremely stiff and very hard to move. When I opened them up and stood them up for the opening of the video of him being out of the package, it took me a good minute to get him to stand. I admit that. It took me quite a while to get him to stand. It was very hard to get him to stand right out the box right away, so it took a lot of work, a lot of movements, a lot of issues, and a lot of like bending and twisting and messing with him to get him to stand. All right, there we go. See, and he'll just fall. So like I said, it took a lot to get him to stand. There. So the one thing is, like, it made it look like he was about ready to do a cross chop just the way his arms are and stuff. But like I said, it just looks like he was naked and he was covering himself because he didn't want to be seen. There's no real cross, the cross chop, the DX suck it thing. But that is one downside. I really would like to be able to do that, put him in a pose like that for some pictures, maybe, something. But there's not much you can do with that. So yeah, he's got some good articulation, a little stiff in the ankle on his left ankle. The ab crunch is it's just a popping one spot to another. There's no smooth movement with the ab crunch. The biceps are a little too big, but that's about it. There's no real other negatives besides that. There's no major negatives. I do wish he had the double jointed elbows, but looks like they're not going to be until 87 is when they have the double jointed elbows, because I noticed none of the 86 figures have them. So it looks like Mattel's not going to put out the double jointed elbows until the Elite Series 87, because none of these have them. That's one downside. But you would think by now they would be everywhere, but I guess not. So yeah, so we'll end the video with some close-ups on them, have a better look at them. So enjoy the close-ups.